This is not Bali, this is Da Nang, Vietnam. Like many Aussies, when we were initially seeking a life abroad, we were looking at Bali as our second home. But as it gets busier and busier, it became less attractive.
We slow traveled and lived in a few digital nomad hotspots for the last 2 years, and everyone is talking about Da Nang right now.
So we're actually staying here for 2 months this time, and we're just here to check out the beach scene, the coffee scene, and also really get an idea of the cost of living and is it as cheap as they say.
I mean, Da Nang might look good on paper, but it's so different when we actually live here full time, right?
Yeah.
There are so many things that people don't tell you about living in Da Nang.
So to dive a little bit deeper this time, we obviously staying here for a little bit longer. We're also exploring a lot of the local neighborhoods, trying a lot of local food, speaking with the local people and even expats who's lived here for a long time, just to really get an idea of what is life like living in Da Nang in 2025.
Alright, so Da Nang is actually divided into two main areas with the Han River in the middle.
So this is the mainland side, the other side across the river. This is a lot busier and a lot more spread out because a lot of the businesses and the local lives are around this area. We're at a cafe at the moment. It's not a big street, but there's a lot of like traffic noise.
You hear the noise.
And it's not even the busy time of the day. The midday is generally quiet because it's hot and people stay in. But it's a different vibe. It's got like, the streets a bit more developed, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's not as touristy, so you don't have new things popping up. The housing a little bit older, but it's greener. It's a lot more leafy.
Yeah.
A lot more smaller streets and like little shops, and it's actually quite cute. You just have to get over the beeping and the traffic.
Yeah.
The beeping is everywhere in Vietnam. Vietnam is a loud country.
Yeah. Then we will take you on to the other side of the river. Let's go.
So we're currently on the coastal side of Da Nang, which is on the peninsula. On the peninsula, you have really gorgeous beaches like this behind me, which is the My Khe Beach. It's known for its gorgeous waters and white sands. This area is also very popular with expats, and also it's slightly quieter compared to the main tourist hotspot. So the main tourist hotspot is Monsoon, and that area is crazy busy. You'll see a lot of buses coming through, a lot of locals, tourists, expats, everyone is there. A lot of bars and restaurants as well. So if you do want to live that sort of bit more beachy lifestyle and a bit more tranquil area, that's probably not the best area for you.
And then if you want even quieter, you can go like really up north to the Hygiene Peninsula, where you got the stunning view and also the Linh temple there as well. Or you can go south of My Khe Beach, which is the Ngũ Hành Sơn area, where they have the famous Marble Mountain.
But do keep in mind that a lot of these newer areas and less popular areas, development is constant in Vietnam.
Yeah.
So the chances of construction nearby is very, very high.
Yeah.
So Da Nang, it is quite an affordable place to live. However, in comparison to other Southeast Asia cities, I would say the quality is just a little bit different. It's definitely subpar to places like Thailand. Like the concept of luxury condos is still quite a new concept here in Da Nang. You do have a lot of, low-rise apartments and a lot of like maybe houses, a lot of duplex as well. They're quite narrow generally, and they may be about 3-4 stories high. You generally don't have a lot of high-rise apartments here, maybe about a couple. I think there's a couple established ones along the river. The rest are generally hotels.
Yeah.
There are some that are building, but it's sort of in a less desirable area, and because it's such a new concept, there's a lot of construction going on and they're quite dusty. It's just not a good area to live at the moment. Maybe in a few years it'll become quite nice and populated, so you might get the same amenity as you would in a nice condo in Thailand. So yeah, I would say yes, it is very cheap. You know, you can afford to live here well, but it's just not the same quality.
So here in Da Nang, the best way to get around is having a bike. So this is my bike. I got my bike through T-Bike Da Nang. I'm gonna put their link here so you can get in touch with them. They are actually very good. They bring the bike to you, also pick up the bike when you finish as well. So very convenient because I rent monthly. So they do a service monthly for you as well. When you're here long term, I would recommend try to rent monthly because you can get the price down quite a lot. For my bike, it's kind of a bit more newer bike. Normally you would pay about 130,000 dong per day for this bike, but because I rent it monthly, so I pay about 2.7 million dong per month, which is around 90,000 Vietnam dong per day. So to do the math, it's a lot better. And if you can't ride a bike, I would recommend just take a Grab or Green SM, which is another share ride app. They are very convenient, they are everywhere, and it's pretty cheap as well. And for long distance, like from Da Nang to Hoi An or Hue or Ban Na Hill, you can get a private car to take you there. You will pay around 250,000 dong from Da Nang to Hoi An one way. To Ban Na Hill or Hue, you will pay around 800 to 1 million dong each way. And as usual, when you get a bike, make sure you check your bike before taking it. Make sure you have your helmet, good helmet. Check your brake. Good brake is very important as well, especially if you go uphill. All the lights working properly, backlight, brake light, and headlight. Make sure everything in good condition before you take the bike. And if it's not up to scratch, just swap for another one, or you can walk away, go to another shop. There are plenty of bike rental shop here in Da Nang, so yeah.
So in Da Nang, there are only two seasons, dry and wet. We're currently in the wet season, which runs from August to about December. But as you can see behind me, the sky is completely blue and super sunny. It actually has been quite dry. We haven't had a lot of rainy days, maybe a couple here and there. So when it doesn't rain, it does mean it gets super, super muggy. And it's not a very nice environment to be outside for long. It does make it super hot. So a bit of rain is welcome. But when it does rain and the monsoon season comes, it is very, very common to be super windy and quite destructive. So you would generally avoid the wet season if you can. So when it does rain heavily in Vietnam, flash floodings happen. And because the drainage system is not that good here, water could rise really, really quickly. So it's very often that you just see roads with inches of water and motorbikes and pedestrians just going through. You know, you're better off being in a dinghy when that happens. And then it subsides quite quickly as soon as the rain stops. But just be mindful of wet season, it can get very, very wet.
Cho anh một cái phở tái hả? Khoai chung, hai cái dừa.
Hai thái dừa tươi.
Hai dừa tươi, rồi.
Wow. Okay. You should clean your utensils with lemon oil.
Yeah, but let's talk about the most important thing for us and when we go to food. And here in Da Nang, just like any other big city in Vietnam, you can find a lot of variety of food, Vietnamese food.
The flavor of Central Vietnam is a little bit different from the Southern Vietnamese food. I would say it's less complex. Yeah, but still quite delicious. They're not really known for their pho because the flavor is different, but they're more the bánh xào, mì Quang.
But surprisingly, in Da Nang, we found a lot of good Korean food.
Yeah, it's an entire area of Korean restaurants somewhere up north. And you feel like you're in like little Korea or something, because the whole street is full of Korean restaurants, Korean barbecues, a lot of Korean tourists in that area. I think for that reason as well. Well, obviously being next to the ocean, you get lots of I've got something.
You got some?
You get lots of seafood around.
Yeah.
They're quite fresh. We've not had them at restaurants this time yet.
Yes.
We will be, but we bought quite a bit from the local market. It's like fresh prawns and sweet.
Yes.
And it's quite good.
Yeah.
It's quite affordable as well.
Yeah.
How much was the squid you got?
Squid, 110,000 Vietnam dong, which is like not even $10.
It's $6.50.
Yeah.
$6.50, $7.
Yes. For whole squids.
And the prawns we got last time, we got half a kilo of like fresh river prawns, but they're very, very good.
Yeah.
For 200,000 to $12.
And you want to talk about the hygiene here as well, food hygiene in Vietnam.
As I mentioned, I have a very, very sensitive gut. Like, I love food, but I always have to be very, very cautious. The hygiene here in Vietnam in general is slightly more questionable than some of the other Southeast Asia countries we've been to. So for me, I don't really eat anything raw in the restaurants because I don't know how they prepare it, how they wash it. The tap water here is not drinkable. So if they wash it with tap water, then it's over for me. So we always like with pho, because you come out with these beautiful like herbs and vegetables that you put in your soup, and you have to have it. You just have to. We get a boil. We're asking to boil it because it goes in the soup anyway. It cooks it. It's supposed to be cooked.
Yeah.
So we ask for the boil. Ice has been fine. You just need to look for ice that has the tube in the middle, so it comes out of the machine, the filtered water. What else is? But yeah, you just have to be very mindful if you are quite sensitive or prone to food poisoning. I've had it several times since we traveled, and it's not fun. So hence why I'm very, very cautious what I put in my mouth. I don't often eat at like street foods. It's cool. You can lick the pavement and you'll be fine.
Actually, I have a video about street food in Da Nang as well coming out very soon. So keep an eye out for that.
I missed out on the whole adventure, but it looks really delicious. But I know the potential aftermath for me, so that's a no for me.
See. I'll say it's very loud here, but it's got it's the medicine for Kathleen, so yeah. But this place, very good.
So I have been a little bit under the weather lately, since Portugal, I believe. So it was like about 3 months ago. In Da Nang, we went to Vinmec for a checkup just to see why I'm still feeling under the weather. And then we also decided to give Chinese medicine a go. So this is one of the medicine I have to take. This is actually the 3rd iteration. It's in a tablet form, so much easier to take than like the actual brewing of the herb. So it's like eating fish pellets. So the medical system in Vietnam is actually adequate. Vinmec was a really good hospital. It is definitely Western standard. It's an international hospital, and you have chains in Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, like the biggest cities. We went in there, it was nice and clean. Everything seems organized. The receptionists speak English really well. The doctors, it depends who you see. Some of them don't speak English as well. Luckily, I do have Tan who can translate for me, so it was much, much easier. I would say in terms of the communication level, Thailand was definitely a lot better. We were able to talk to the doctors seamlessly. There was no issues, and I just felt like I was understood a little bit better, I guess because I was speaking to her directly rather through Tan. But they're still 100% fine, really good. In terms of I guess if you like have anything major, things that are a bit more serious, I would prefer, I would just go back to Australia. We are very lucky that we do have Medicare. So our medical system is free for all citizens. So we're able to do that. But for anything that's just like sort of smaller illnesses, getting treated in Vietnam is totally fine, in my opinion. Okay, so you're never really short of cafes in Da Nang. You get a lot of different variations, I guess, different kinds. You have your local ones, and then you have ones like this where it's sort of like designed for you to work the whole day in here or networking or an event space. We're actually coming here to this one for a painting workshop. And they always have really good Wi-Fi as well. So you can just order a drink and stay here and bring your laptop and just work the whole day. So in Vietnam, they actually have a lot of like Korean skincare, which is what I use. A lot of good quality ones, like not just Korean, but like Japanese brands as well. And they are at a really reasonable price. Better than Australia for some stuff. So this serum, Sunbai made the Retinol Intense. I use this. Is a very, very light retinol. It's like 0.1%. And in Australia, it's about $35 to $40, depends on where you get it from. It is 449 Vietnamese dong, which is about $27 here. And that's just normal price. I actually bought one on sale the other day. It was like even cheaper. I bought two.
All right, we are here at the Bắc Mi and
local market?
Yes, the local market.
Yeah. What are we doing here? We are looking for household goods because we just moved into our apartment because it's a long-term lease. A few things are missing, so we're just here to get some bits and bobs like, I don't know, dustpan, broom, cooking utensils, random things. So we just trying to check it out and see what's here. So a few places you can get household goods here. You can go to Jolly Mart, the shopping centre, Vincom, I think it's called. I think. Or you can go to local shops like this, which is like, it has absolutely everything. Sort of like your variety shops, $2 shops we call it in Australia. Lots of bits and bobs and lots of household stuff. So we're gonna go check it out and see what we can find. And we need like these baskets for the condiments. Or should we get like those? Oh, I get that for a fruit bowl. We need a fruit bowl.
Yeah.
This is microfiber. I want cotton, like a tea towel, because this will just like slide over. Okay, we got quite a lot of stuff. Tan is now paying. I want to get some fresh flowers for the apartment. Like, I want to get some sunflowers.
This is the food and dry wood section.
There's a distinct smell in these markets. This is similar to the one in Hoi An, the central market. Yeah. If you have an iron stomach like Tan, sure, go for it. For me, unless I want to potentially sit on the toilet for the next 3 days. Also, if you are here, I'm just going to let him buy grass jelly. Please buy grass jelly.
That's it?
No, let's keep moving because I'm too hot. Let's keep moving. Okay, so the wet market, you can come really, really early in the morning where everything is still relatively fresh because there's no refrigeration where you get the meat. So if you come in the morning, obviously they're much fresher. I wouldn't buy it past 11 a.m. For us, we would buy our meats from the actual supermarket where there's refrigeration, and we actually found a really good one local to us, like literally downstairs from our apartment.
I got, dry coconuts. And you got grass jelly, coconut milk.
What's the pink one?
Pink one's kind of like jelly.
Just a jelly, and then the yellow one?
Jelly. The yellow one is the mung bean.
Oh,
Paid.
have you paid?
Yeah.
How much was it?
15,000.
15.
1.5.
Look at it. Flavor wise, Tan is such a big like Asian dessert eater. He's not a big Western dessert eater, but Asian dessert, he's in love.
I love this jelly.
I don't eat a lot of dessert. Actually, I prefer Western dessert over Asian dessert. So we're opposite in that sense. But in general, we're not very desserty people. Give it 10.
10? Okay, a lot, huh?
5? No one.
What's up now? Hey, mate. Yeah.
Rest.
Yeah.
All right.
I think in Vietnam, yeah, we have like the random siesta. So around 12 to 2 or 3, people just like randomly just left the shop open and then just went back home. And then just
Let the neighbors look after it or just whatever.
then
Trust system.
go for a nap.
All right, time to
Tetris.
Tetris our shopping in our bike. The booth is really big, so we're able to fit all our fruits in there, our household stuff, and the broom. Our bike is not like the smaller, so the lower grey one, and it's just like more comfortable, and the boot is bigger. Tan got a good deal because he speaks like a local. Honestly, I'd rather I hold it. We've arrived at Nomad. So, second attempt into coming into a bigger, I guess, so this is like a mega mart, I would say. Apparently it's groceries, household stuff, fashion. I guess it's like a Walmart there.
Yeah.
We're not sure. But we're here to try to get like other bits and pieces we weren't able to find at the local market. And some stuff I found on Lazada. But we just want to like see if it's easier to get it here or the price is better. Just want to explore and get some like maybe other groceries that we can't get at local markets. Trying to find a good granola and just other bits and bobs. So that's it. It's like a department store of things. They have a Guardian pharmacy, which I love. Household good. Well, you'll look at out here first.
Yeah.
And then we're going.
Kind of feel like Costco.
Yeah, it's now like a Walmart and Costco had a baby. Blend in with maybe a bit of David Jones because downstairs was like a department store. A lot more variety. Obviously, they're much better presented. A lot of import goods. Okay, Mandarin from Australia is $6 a kilo. Dang. Asian soup packs. So you've got carrot, lotus root, lotus seed. I was like bean. And those are jujubes or red dates. They make like, it's really nice. Oh, and there's shiitake in there somewhere. Mushroom. Anyway, if you're Asian, you know. Okay, so this is typically where we would get like meat from at a supermarket like this. Doesn't have to be this one, but generally like refrigerator, like you would get at our normal supermarkets back home, like Coles and Woolworths. Like I explained, it's just because they store better and they generally a bit safer. The other place I said it was fine if you go like first thing in the morning, like when they're just open because there's no refrigeration. Then if you leave it any later, it gets hot, the meat will turn and then you get flies. You'll see it. The flies are like everywhere. So it's just not that nice. Tan's in charge of the dish tomorrow. I'm doing the soup, so you need to pick.
Do you want pork belly?
I'm still fatty.
Fatty?
Are you just stir frying them?
Yeah. Or you want ribs?
Stir fry ribs.
Yeah.
Get like, what is that one? Is that like the loin
Just, yeah,
or fillet?
fillet.
And just cut them like thin and then do, you know, like a.
Yeah.
Is that the same?
Yeah, this is my gym in Da Nang. It's a decent sized gym. It's got pretty much everything. Gym in Da Nang, normally you can pay as you go. So it normally costs you about anywhere from 30,000 to 50,000 dong per entry. But if you go more than twice or 3 times a week, it's worth paying for a monthly or weekly fee. But I think they don't do weekly much here, mainly monthly or 3 months. So I pay it for my monthly around 250,000 dong, which is worked out a lot better since I go to gym like 3 times a week. Another thing you should know about gym in Vietnam is especially the local gyms, they don't have aircon. So it just can get like really, really stuffy or like in there. So expect like sweating a lot. So bring the towel with you. Alright, this is where I play soccer in Da Nang. It's my mate, Ilya. So I've been playing with a few teams, but I finally set on Da Nang United, which is a not just a good team, but just a bunch of good guys. Yeah, that we can hang out after soccer, have a bit of drink. Very good people. I found that in general, soccer in Da Nang is a lot cheaper as well. So if we play a 7v7 game, I pay about 30,000 dong, which is about like not even $2. But if we play like 11 like this, it's like 70,000 dong per person. And yeah, it's like about $5 if I got my math right. Yeah, a lot cheaper than compared to Thailand and Bali. Because normally in Bali, I pay about 12 to 15 bucks per game, and same Thailand about 10 to 15 bucks per game as well, depends.
$83,000 for 2 mangoes, rose apple, and lychee. My God, you know lychee? It's like $40 a kilo in Australia. So obviously one of the biggest drawbacks of moving to Vietnam, it is the cost of living. It is very, very affordable, in particularly in Da Nang.
Yeah.
And your money just goes a lot further living here. So for us, we set a budget of $1 million dong per day as our expenses and groceries. So $1 million dong is about 60 Australian dollars. And we get by pretty well. Like we're living, I would say, a quality lifestyle in comparison. And there's no way you could do that in Melbourne at all. Like, you know, we get nice groceries, we do the things we want, we go out for coffees, we get massages, I get my nails done. Like there's no way we could do that in Melbourne for $60 a day. That's not including our rent and our utilities. That's a separate category, but it does include our motorbike.
Also, we will have a video coming out soon with the full detailed budget breakdown for you guys.
Okay, so do we think Da Nang is a good place to live for those who want to move here, or expats or digital nomads? I think so. You get a lot here. You know, affordability is number one. The lifestyle is pretty good. The beach is pretty amazing. You have quite a lot of amenities. You're not really missing all the modern things that you may crave. There are certain things that are, you know, not quite there for us. In particular, you do have to be mindful. Vietnam is a very, very loud country. If you like, it's just not for the sensory overload. Even though there's a beautiful beach here, keep in mind it is, what's the time, midday right now? Not a single local will be out here because they don't come out during like peak UV rays. They would come out much later on, around 4 o'clock. You'll see this whole beach is like full of people. So you do have to really like crowds and don't mind noise. For me, and I think for us, both of us, it's just a little bit too loud. The quality of things are very questionable at times. Even for you as well, like you can speak Vietnamese and you communicate with people. Like you don't always get the right answers and you don't always get told the right things, and it's very disorganized. So if you do need stability and you need rules in your life, there's no rules here.
The rule here, they call it rubber band rules here. So.
Is it?
Yeah, it is very flexible.
It's
if
like,
you know what I mean.
So yeah, that's just something that maybe for us, we need to, like if you can, if that's not a problem for you, great. This is a great place for you to live because it does have a lot to offer. For us, I think it's just missing that little bit of the assurance and tranquility. Can we call it that? Assurance and tranquility. So that's that. It's not for us at this stage.
Well, I guess we just keep moving on until we find our next destination. We just keep experiencing and exploring different places, and some places might surprise us. So you never know. Cool. All right. Thank you for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.
If you found this video informative and inspiring, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on all our latest adventures and travel tips.
And sharing is caring. So do share this video with your friends, family, and fellow travelers.